Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So the first thing I'm doing is priming my client's skin using the MAC Radiance primer, and this is really nice and moisturizing, so popping that all over. Next I'm going in with MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot as a base, so popping that all over the lid all the way up to the brow bone. Then, as you can see, I'm just setting that with a nude eyeshadow, so just setting the primer just to make a really flawless base for all of the next colours to go on. So for the transition shade, I think I used Burnt Orange. It does look quite warm and orange. First I focused that on the outer corners, and then in windshield wiper motions and back and forth motions, I just buffed that into the crease. Now I believe I grabbed a little bit of fawn. I'm just repeating those same steps, just really adding quite a few different transition colours to get the desired effect and the darkness that I'm after. Now I'm using rich brown just to deepen the outer corners and buffing that as I go. So here I'm using the MAC 217 brush. Now there is a lot of going back, dipping into colours, blending. Now I grabbed a little bit of, I believe, Morocco, and I'm doing the same steps, just blending it out, getting it really nice and warm. And I think I also grabbed a tiny bit of Blazing, which again is another ABH shadow, and getting my client to open her eyes at some points just to see where the eyeshadow is sitting. So for the main colour, I'm using the Rich Bronze Pigment from the new MAC Nutcracker Sweets collection. So I do have a video going through swatches of all of these pigments if you'd like to check it out. And as you can see, it is such a beautiful colour. It's so metallic. We used a bit of Fix Plus just to get it really, really bright. And that's how it looks before I blend it out, so don't worry, I'll be blending it out. So it's important to do the eyes first because you will get a little bit of fallout. As you can see, once I blend those edges out, it's coming together nicely. Now I'm just deepening the outer corners with a little bit more of rich brown. So it's all about just seeing how it looks and adding where you feel you need to. So just going in really close to the lash line with a bit of Noir, which is a matte black shadow. This will just help create a flawless look when we put lashes on. So using a disposable wand, I'm popping some mascara as a base for the lashes. And then I'm going to be going in with the Model Rock 212 lashes. It's from their bulk pick and mix lash bundle, which is a really, really good value for money lash kit for any makeup artists out there. So 212 is the style, and it's such a pretty, fluttery and full style. It's a very, very popular one in my kit. So I'm just using a lash applicator to apply those, just because, you know, it's a lot more sanitary, and I have claws as fingernails, as you can see. So I'm using this liner just to hide the lash band. I'm not creating a wing. We didn't want that sort of look. And then just wiping off all the excess with the Neutrogena wipes. These are the best makeup wipes ever, and I highly recommend them. For foundation, I'm using the MAC Studio Fix Fluid, and what we're trying to do is match to her body. So you will see the foundation looks a lot warmer right now because we're matching to a fake tan color that is, as you can tell, her face is much, much lighter. So I promise it's all going to come together. This is just like the first step. So we're going in with a really bright under eye concealer to balance out the foundation and to brighten, highlight and contour all at the same time. And this is why I don't let my clients look throughout the process, because it can all look crazy as it's happening, but I promise it's all going to flow in a moment. So just making sure to conceal the under eyes and then blend everything out with a beauty blender. Damp beauty blender is an absolute necessity in your makeup kit. Because we used quite a bit of concealer, it really helps blend it out. So now we're contouring with the Anastasia Contour Kit using the color Cinnamon, blending that all out. So I took that all around the perimeters of her face. Then we are going to be baking to the gods with the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. So this really, really helps set the concealer and also brighten the under eye area. It's such a good powder. I've spoken about it many times. It's quite finely milled and it's just beautiful. So I'm taking that in all the areas that I applied concealer to highlight. You want to make sure to take it in those other areas and not just under the eyes, because then it can just look really bright under the eyes and it won't look as balanced. Now I'm just lightly setting the face with a bit of Studio Fix powder. I don't normally do this, but we're using such a light hand that it should be fine, just to make everything nice and flawless. Then I'm going under the eyes with some of the similar shades I used up the top, just to smoke it out. It's important to do that while baking, because then the fallout will just fall onto the loose powder. So using the chromographic pencil to line and then dusting off the excess bake, that's probably been there for about 10 minutes now. Now bronzing with a bit of Give Me Sun, which is my favourite bronzer ever. So flattering on so many skin tones. Now baking under the contour just to make it a little sharper. So she had her valedictory / graduation on. So my client came in to my appointment with full brows, so we are copying exactly what she had on her brows before she got here. So she likes a really, really bold brow. So to do that, I'm using the soft brown brow pomade, and then I also go in with a bit of powder. So we're really, really thickening up her brows. She actually does have this thickness. It's just very sparse. So yeah, just slowly going about that and making them nice and thick, just how she likes them. So brows should be done now, and then I'm going to be using Champagne Pop to highlight. And look at that glow. It's so beautiful. I recommend everyone using highlighter when you do your makeup. It just looks really youthful, and because we use so many powders, it just adds that dimension back to the skin. Just adding Champagne Pop into the inner corners as well, just to brighten the inner corners of her eyes. Now to line her lips, I'm using MAC Lip Pencil in the colour not Night Moth. I think I used Mahogany. And then we're going to be going in with Anastasia's liquid lipstick in the shade Trust Issues. And that is the final look. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please leave me a comment down below and give this video a like, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!